Hey gang, Sally here with Kit. Stand up a little taller. Thank you. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. Aw, thank you for those kisses. You're so sweet. Okay, so we're back today with another day in the life kind of thing. Although this day happened, today's March 19th, this day happened on March 16th. And my friend Barb put me out to run errands and stuff like that because I still can't walk. But what I'm going to share with you in this video is what happened when we came back from running errands and basically how I kind of prep food to make sure I actually get stuff eaten. Because I don't know about you, but I have found that if I bring things home and they require any effort to prepare, especially vegetables, oftentimes it just doesn't happen. You know, I'll put them in the refrigerator and there they rot and eventually I throw them away. I try really hard not to do that. And you know what's really funny is I like vegetables. I really do. So I've got this amazing salad that I make. It started off as a standard broccoli salad, but I then started tweaking it over time. And so in this case, I'm making a version of it that includes broccoli, of course. And one of my hacks, and I didn't say it later in the video, so I'll tell you now. One of my hacks is I use the small grid on my full star chopper to actually chop some of the stalk pieces as well. Not just the florets. I like the stalks too. Well, come on up. Come on. One, two, three. One, two, three. There we go. He's like really weird about getting up on the sofa sometimes. If there's the cord from my computer bothers him, or if the table is too close to where he wants to be in his mind. He's still got plenty of room. Anyway, I digress, as I do so frequently. So I chop up some of the stalks too, because I really like the stalks, but I like them in small pieces. And I just love the full star chopper because it is so easy to do everything. I'll try and remember to put a link to it down below. It is in my Amazon store, so if you click my regular Amazon store link, you'll find it there in my Amazon store as well. Anyway, love this thing. So I used that to chop up all the vegetables, which were, in this case, broccoli, red cabbage, red onion, celery, and carrots. So these are all hard vegetables that you can put dressing on, and they're still fine to eat for a few days. So I never dress a salad with greens with any kind of dressing until I'm ready to eat it, because it just gets soggy and limp and rots really quickly, actually. So I like doing like a hard vegetable salad like this, and then I'll put it on top of greens, and I've got a complete salad at that point. Everything's ready to go. So we're going to make the salad today, and you'll get to see what that process looks like. The dressing I use in this case is it's kind of coleslaw adjacent. Basically, it's about a half a cup of mayonnaise, a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, and celery seeds, and that's it. You can use apple cider vinegar, you can use lemon juice, but you want something acidic to offset the sweet from the mayonnaise, right? And it also helps to thin it out a little bit so you get a better consistency. And here's a hack: if you want it a little bit thinner, but you don't want to use more acid, you can thin it out with water. It's a little bit more difficult to mix up for some reason to, keep the mayonnaise from being lumpy. So I usually add whatever acid first and then add water if I think I need to make it thinner. I don't do that very often though. So anyway, as always, thank you so much for coming along. Thanks to my channel members. They're going to be up on the screen here and a QR code right over here if you want to consider becoming one. Do all the stuff. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think down below. And thank you so much for watching my videos. We'll run the intro and see you on the other side.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
Yep, this is just day in the life kind of stuff, huh, Kit? How long did you have to stay alone today? Huh? How long? We were gone for 3.5 hours. Barb took me to go do laundry and run errands because, oh wait, there are the crutches. I still can't do it on my own, so there's the laundry. I'm still going to have to make my bed and put all the laundry away. So really the only thing that has to happen today is make the bed before it's time to go to sleep. And that may be all that happens. Because we went to the grocery store and I thought I'd share with you how it is that I prep my vegetables and stuff. So I'm really ready to sit down and relax, but I want to get my vegetables ready to go so that they'll actually get eaten, because if I just put them away, chances are really good that I'll end up not eating them. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up my lettuce. I've got my lettuce knife. It's plastic. In case you don't know, theoretically, if you use a plastic knife to cut your lettuce, it won't go brown on the edges. And mostly that seems to be true for me. So I like using the plastic knife for that. Then I got some broccoli and celery and onion and red cabbage and carrots. And I'm going to make up another broccoli salad so that that'll be ready to go. And then I'm going to sit down and rest for a little bit. So let's get busy. Okay, I finished the lettuce and that's already in its Ziploc bag and in the refrigerator. Here's my chopped salad. So I've got broccoli and celery and red onions and red cabbage and carrots. And I'll mix this up with my dressing. And then that'll be good to go. And all I have to do is dump it on top of the greens and I've got a complete salad. So that's pretty cool, huh? And I know I've shown it before, but just in case, this is my full star chopper. And I did everything except the broccoli with the small grid. And I did the broccoli flowers with the big grid. So yeah, I love this thing. It is so nice. So easy. Well, here's the salad all finished. So I mixed up the dressing, which was about half a cup or so of mayonnaise, a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, probably about 1.5 teaspoons of cracked black pepper, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and maybe 2 teaspoons of honey. Mixed that all up together, and then I had my salad ingredients in the bag, and then I dumped the dressing into the Ziploc bag as well, because this way I haven't made a mess all over the counter and a bunch of extra stuff to clean up. And then once it's all mixed up, I just go ahead and put it in my bowl. Here's my next hack. I take a piece of wax paper when it's this full and put it over top of the container and then put the lid on, because that way the lid doesn't get all filthy in the grooves. I don't know if I can do this with one hand though. There we go. So the lid doesn't get all dirty inside of the grooves where it seals. And then after I've eaten some of it, I can throw the piece of wax paper away, but I've got less mess to clean up that way. So that's the way I do it. Let me know what you think.